Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another apartment renovation. So today I'm back renovating this apartment, which is another city living apartment, and this time I'm creating an industrial sort of loft apartment for a sim that loves plants. I have definitely done quite a few lofts, especially in this apartment, and I've definitely done a lot of builds and apartments for sims that love plants, but I don't think I've ever combined the ideas before. Maybe I have. I've done a lot of builds, but I can't remember any time that I have. So I thought this would be a fun idea, and hopefully you guys will like the apartment. The only closed off rooms are 2 bathrooms. There's one downstairs and one upstairs. And then there's sort of like a greenhouse plant room before you go to the balcony, which I thought would be really fun to include. So hopefully you guys will like the way that turns out. But yeah, you'll also notice that I'm using the tool mod to replace the windows. I've been doing this a lot recently since I've been using the tool mod. I did notice though, when I was editing the video, that some of the windows are facing the wrong direction, because I think the foggy side is supposed to be facing on the outside of the building, and so I accidentally had them facing the wrong direction. So I'll definitely fix those before uploading it to the gallery, although I'm not sure if using the tool mod for windows actually transfers through the gallery in apartments. Let me know if it does. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I will fix it in case they do transfer and you guys won't have to fix them, but you would have to delete the original windows because they will still be here. So if you don't have the tool mod, I definitely recommend it. It's very good. But yeah, I especially really liked putting these 2 windows right here, just like in a little corner of the kitchen. I thought that looked super cute, and I also really liked using this table from the industrial loft kit right next to the bar counters. I thought that looked really nice, and the counters that I'm using are from Jungle Adventure, and I thought this brown color actually complemented the table and like all of the wood tones that came from the industrial loft kit like really nicely, so I felt like they just matched perfectly. So I was really happy with the way that came together, and I think the whole like layout of this apartment actually turned out really nice and really cute. And the bar stools that I'm using, they came from Dream Home Decorator, so the greens don't match perfectly to the ones from the industrial loft kit. I just really like the style of them. There are some bar stools that came from the industrial loft kit, but I end up using them on the balcony, but I'm not sure if they come in the same green color. I can't remember that they do. They might. The bed doesn't though. I tried using that bed, but it does not come in the same green color, which is so frustrating. I don't know why they do this. Like, it seems like random objects sometimes in a pack will not have the same swatches as the rest of the items, and so you can't necessarily match all of the same colors, which is frustrating. But anyways, here I am just trying to figure out how to make the entryway look nice. I felt like it was a bit dark, and so I decided to add another window, which I think was a good idea because it lets in a little bit of light, and I think end up putting like 2 lights over here too. I put like a wall light, and then I also end up placing a ceiling light because once I started decorating the like greenhouse room, I remembered, or I found the light that came from the plant kit that has like the plants hanging from it, and so I put one down here just because I had to place it somewhere. I ended up using it in the plant room like 3 times, but I thought one needed to be down here too. But yeah, right now I'm just finding some clutter items to decorate the kitchen table, the counters. I felt like this area was just a bit too cluttered once I placed the decorations next to the stovetop and on the table, and so I just decided to leave the salt and pepper shaker as well as that hot pot on the table, and so I thought that worked a little bit better and it didn't look so crazy cluttered because this is a little bit more of a modern style, and as I've been mentioning recently, doing like more modern style builds, I do like to leave them a little bit less cluttered, but I think a style like this that's a bit more industrial, and for somebody who likes plants, I think extra clutter is kind of necessary and looks good. So I didn't want it to be free of clutter, of course. And then here I'm just placing a chair over here in the corner next to the entryway. I imagine the sim would sit here when they put on their shoes before they left for the day. I did imagine that a single sim lived here, but you could easily have a couple if you would like to. It probably wouldn't be so easy to have a family here, but I mean, you could definitely switch up some of the rooms upstairs or even close off the bedroom to create maybe like sort of a loft family apartment, but it wouldn't be loft like open to a bedroom loft if you closed it off. But of course, there's lots of different ways you could do it. Over here, I'm decorating this side table with some books, a lamp, a few decorations, just trying to make it feel cluttered and fully decorated. I also put some shoes on the floor as well as some boxes. And I also used this shelf wall decoration that came from Cottage Living because it has the watering can, a little tote bag, and the shovel, which I just thought was so cute. You would probably most likely never have those items close to your entryway, but maybe this sim works at like well, I was gonna say maybe they work at like a greenhouse or something and they take their watering can with them, but I imagine they would probably leave it there. I don't think that would be a necessary item to take along with you, but I like to imagine it. It's a cute idea, but probably not realistic at all. But anyways, originally I did not have a bathroom down here, but as I started doing the floor plan and started thinking about the sim actually using this apartment, I think it makes more sense to have a bathroom down here, just so your Sims don't have to go all the way upstairs to use the bathroom. And then if you have guests over, they can use this bathroom and they don't have to go upstairs to use the bathroom. But yeah, I just ended up putting a toilet and sink in here, so it's just a half bath. I did think about putting a shower in here, but I just did not think it was necessary. And then I decided to use this wooden wallpaper. I'm not exactly sure which pack it came from. I can't remember at the moment. So let me know. But anyways, I thought it was perfect for this apartment. It complemented the colors really nicely and kind of broke up the white wallpaper just a little bit. I liked the white because it was nice and clean in contrast to all of the plants and stuff. But I felt like this wooden wallpaper just added some like texture and just kind of broke it up a little bit. So I thought that was really pretty. But here I'm replacing the coffee table. I decided to use this one that came from Jungle Adventure because of course it matches the wood tones. And then for the TV stand, I used the coffee table that came from the Industrial Loft kit. So I actually used, two items that matched like the other furniture that I was using really nicely. And then here I'm just cluttering it up with some books and some magazines and like I think a candle and probably a plant. Oh yeah, I used the hand statue. I use this hand reference statue a lot, like multiple times in like a lot of different builds. It's one of my favorite items. It came in a base game update. I think about the time we got I think it came with the, what was it called? It was like the freelance artist careers. I think there was like 3 different ones. There was an art one, there was a writer one, and like another one that I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it came in that update. Correct me if I'm wrong. But anyways, here on the coffee table, I'm using this side table that came from Dream Home Decorator to look like a tray that's sitting on top of the coffee table, and I'm just putting some books and a plant up there. I also have the remote on the coffee table too, but for some reason it disappeared at one point. So I decided not to replace it because I just assumed it would disappear again. But I'm thinking the reason it did is because I used the tool mod to raise it slightly, because when you place it originally, it's actually like sunken into a surface that you place it on. It doesn't actually sit on top of it for whatever reason. And so I raised it to look like it was actually sitting on the table, but I think that's where my issues came from. I don't know. But anyways, if you would like it, it's a debug item and you could place it there if you decide to download the apartment. And the apartment will be available on the gallery, by the way, as 2 different rooms. And unfortunately, because it's a 2-story apartment, you will have to replace the staircase and I believe the fence as well. And then you have to delete the floor to create the loft. So it's really frustrating. I really hope that at some point we get like a whole new like system for apartments, for uploading them to the gallery, something that works a little bit better, a little bit easier. And also if we could actually replace the windows and doors ourselves without having a mod. I really am like so grateful for the tool mod, but it would be so much better for other players and console players if we could just actually have this as a feature in the game. So I'm really hoping for a refresh to City Living, and I'm sure there's other aspects of City Living, like maybe part of like the actual gameplay that could be refreshed, but for me the apartments could use like a huge refresh. But anyways, here I am replacing the windows. I also used this dresser that came from the Industrial Loft kit, and of course I'm placing some more plants. This bed that came from, I believe, Cats and Dogs, if I remember correctly, actually might be a Seasons bed. Anyways, it had leaves on it, so it was perfect. It was green. I also put some bookcases in here, a chair, some more plants. And then over here I'm placing a side table. I'm using this one that came from the Industrial Loft kit, which I thought was perfect to use, of course, because it matches a lot of the items that I'm using. And then I just placed a mirror above it and then just a few simple decorations. I really liked using this plant decoration that has like the propagated plants growing out of the glass things, the glass bottles. I'm not sure if you could actually call those bottles, but anyways, I thought that looked pretty cute. And then I just placed a couple of poofs at the end of the bed. And then over here is going to be the bathroom. It's kind of the ensuite bathroom, you could call it, but there's a full shower tub combo, a toilet, a sink, pretty standard bathroom items, and of course a few more plants, and then just bathroom decorations. Basically, it's a pretty good sized bathroom, so it's able to fit like a lot of items in here that are purely decorative. I actually ended up using the shelf that came from Seasons. I used it down in the lower bathroom too, but the wood tone on it was like perfect for a lot of the wood tones that I was using. And in here I had so much space, so I decided just to place two of them next to each other. I wish that there was a way just to like easily put new decorations inside those cabinets so they weren't exactly the same. I could use move objects, of course, to pretend, just actually place things in there and kind of cover up the existing objects, but I didn't think that was totally necessary. But anyways, over here is going to be the greenhouse room or the plant room. So in here, I mostly just place decorative objects. I thought about placing the flower arranging table, but I just didn't really see the sim that lived here as being interested in flower arranging. I imagine that they're more into growing like greenery plants, like house plants and those types of things, but I did give them a bonsai tree so they could practice their gardening skill by cutting some bonsais. But here is when I found this plant, so I placed one down there by the entryway and then a few in here, and I'm really happy that I found them because they're just so perfect for this apartment. And actually, when I first saw them, when I got that kit, I didn't think I really liked them that much, but they're actually one of my favorite items that came in that kit. They're so cool. But anyways, yeah, that's it for the room. I also placed a meditation stool because I imagine the sim just really likes being around their plants, and like meditation and plants and just like the combination of them like really relaxes this sim. And then there I just placed another item from the plant kit, and then also this item here on the balcony is also from that pack, and I decided to create sort of like a built-in piece behind the couches. I thought that looked really cool. And I also thought it was like a great way to add more plants, but making it look more structural. I feel like it kind of looks more like it's built into the apartment building rather than just plants like in pots sitting around. Let me know if you guys agree. But anyways, out here I have an outdoor dining table, a barbecue, some string lights, and then I just make like a nice seating area. I imagine the sim would bring lots of friends up here to socialize and hang out on the balcony and have drinks and visit and eat and all of those good things. But anyways, yeah, this is basically it for the apartment. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and hopefully you guys enjoy the screenshots. So thank you so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
You came in my life, I wanna see your face. Never will I be the same again. Well, I thought I knew what life was all about. That song had already been sung. I was going on, still minding my own business. Never knew that life had just begun. You came into my life like a sweet embrace, swept me off my feet and made me whole again. You came in my life, I wanna see your face. Never will I be the same again. I wanna see your face again, oh let me see your face again. I'm far from being satisfied yet. I have to see your face again, oh let me see your face again, and take me to the place we first met. You came into my life like a sweet embrace, swept me off my feet and made me whole again. You came in my life, I wanna see your face. Never will I say